Welcome to the peer review overview for the GLOBE Student Research Symposium. The text in blue on the following slides are instructions for you to use during the symposium. What is peer review? When professional scientists submit their work to a scientific journal, other scientists, or peer reviewers, read the article and provide feedback. This helps the editor decide whether to publish the research paper. During the symposium, you will be reviewing each other's research using a peer review form. While you're watching the presentations, you will take notes on your peer review form. Write down a strength, question you have, and area for improvement. Be specific. For example, for a strength, you could write, "Graphs were well done and data were presented clearly." For a question you have, you could write, "Do you have ideas for your next steps in your research?" For an area of improvement, you could write, "Maybe you could collect data from a larger area for comparison." These are real examples from a student research symposium peer review. Which reviewer gave the most helpful review? What could the other peer reviewers have done differently? Reviewer 1 wrote for a strength, hydrilla. For a question they wrote, "Where was it?" And for an area for improvement they wrote, "Present it better." Reviewer 2 wrote for a strength, "Charts and tables are very clear." For a question they wrote, "Could you explain why you collected surface temperature data?" And for an area for improvement they wrote, "Try using bullet points instead of paragraphs to break up the space." Reviewer 3 wrote for the strength, "Good idea." For a question they wrote, "Why did you do this?" And for an area for improvement they wrote, "It was really good." Which review was most helpful? The form also has discussion ideas. You will choose at least one comment or question to share with each team. Comments for discussion can follow these sentence prompts. "My favorite part about your project was," or "I didn't understand. Could you explain it further?" Or, "Maybe next time you could try." Questions for discussion might include, "Did you learn new skills doing this project?" Or, "Did you run into any problems during this project?" Or, "How did you come up with the idea for this project?" Recognize the project with a badge. You will have the opportunity to choose a category to show one way each project excelled. There are 5 categories: community knowledge, research process, use of GLOBE protocols or data, community impact, and 21st century skills. Remember to think before you comment. Is your comment true, helpful, inspiring, necessary, and kind?